Welcome to the next episode of Xbox Collectibles. So here we have a Halo Combat Evolved floor mat. It's about 25 by 35 inches, and it's absolutely gorgeous. It's this carpeted mat. It has a rubber backing. It's kind of this black carpet, and then on top of that is a light blue Halo Combat Evolved logo. It's sort of kind of a fiber print on top of the carpet. And then you also see the Xbox logo there. The whole thing is on top of a rubber mat. I'll show you that in a moment. And given that these are 20 years old, they're from 2001, they look still really, really good. It's in quite amazingly good shape. So this is kind of that rubber backing. You see it's kind of got these knobbles. And it was really meant as a floor mat sitting on top of a carpet floor. You see, like, after 20 years, there's a couple of cracks there. It doesn't extend into the carpet itself, but, it's aged a little bit. There are multiple versions. They have a little bit of a different backing. Kind of feels a little different. But, overall, absolutely wonderful collectible. And looks stunning if you put that out in front of a kiosk or in front of your Xbox shelf or your Xbox console. It's a great collectible. Alright, up next we have another floor mat, and this is a really thick, it's about maybe a quarter-inch almost thick rubber floor mat. It's got adhesive strips on the back. You see those there. And it has this wonderful green Xbox logo in the middle, and then these small Xbox logos to the side. And this was intended to be in front of an Xbox kiosk. I got that from a video game store, and it's the only one I've ever seen. Here we have two original Xbox electrostatic clings. The small one there on the left is about 9 by 11 inches, and the large one on the right is about 11 by 16 inches. And these started showing up in game stores in the summer in 2001, before the original Xbox release, and we also saw them a lot at Microsoft, and so they were handing those out. You see those still have the original paper backing, right? So they haven't been used. These were being handed out at company meetings or morale events, and so I managed to grab one each. Here is an original Xbox lanyard. That came inside the retail guide. There were a few of those included. And then also the Xbox Treasury Chest had those as well. And they came together with this tag, with this lanyard tag. And see Xbox on the front, and then a little bit of information. Will change your game playing experience on the back. And on the front, you have this empty space where employees or store employees were supposed to write their name or maybe glue like a name tag on it. And this was really meant for retail employees to wear around their neck. These were also handed out internally at company events. So speaking of company events, here is another collectible. This is a poster announcing an internal company event where people were shown the Xbox. And so this was outside of the conference rooms where that was happening. And so it told people in advance, hey, on this date here, and it showed people the way to an upcoming Xbox event. This was internal only, for employees only. And so I managed to grab this poster off the wall. This is a retail sticker. It's a really thick material. And this, I believe, was meant for the kind of the bottom plate of that original Xbox kiosk. It's really thick. It's really kind of almost like a plastic laminate kind of material. And it's got adhesive on the back and then kind of a waxy paper on the back. Quite nice. Not such a great shape there, but yeah, that went with the original kiosk. Alright, here we have a lanyard pen. This was available on the internal Microsoft Xbox store, so you could order these, and it's basically just like a ballpoint pen. intended to be worn around the neck, has a lanyard and an Xbox logo around it, and yeah, it's pretty rare. I haven't seen these before. And then kind of a very unusual collectible for those of you who are looking for some really rare stuff. These are zipper pulls. They're about 2.5 inches long. And yeah, you were able to buy these internally on the Microsoft Store, Xbox Store website. I forgot what they cost. I think they were like 25 cents or 50 cents each, something like that. And yeah, you could clip those into your zipper, and these are zipper pulls. And I have not seen those since, so that's quite unusual. Let's talk about Microsoft Ship It Awards. You might have seen these before. Once in a while they show up on eBay, and the one in the lower left is from Guy Welsh, and you see there were some Xbox related Ship It plaques. And this is the original Xbox Ship It Award plaque. It's about 1 by 1.5 inches. And so these were given to the Xbox core team to then be added to their Ship It Awards. And the Ship It Awards has these multiple blank spots, and then you can put your Ship It Award plaque on there with, you know, the other products that you were participating in that you shipped. Here's a retail folder from the fall of 2001. And let's look inside of this. So this is basically the software lineup, and you see here on the left, Johnny Drama, that actually never got released. These are all the big Xbox titles, all the exclusives, the first-party titles, the third-party titles. And you see it's quite a lineup, really. And most of these games actually came out. And then we also have accessories there in the back. You know, the DVD remote, couple of third-party licensed peripherals. And yeah, so it's a nice catalog. Gives a good overview of the original software lineup with the logos and all the accessories. So that one was handed out in the fall of 2001. And the other one that was quite common back then was this retail flyer. Here, the accessories, you know, a couple of cables and other things, joysticks. And then inside, of course, you have the console itself with the Duke controller there. And then all the major initial releases, the first-party games, and even some of the third-party games. And so you see there, starts on the top with Amped, Halo, of course. And the one thing that sticks out is there's a lot of only on Xbox games, right? So a lot of the exclusives. And that was the goal, right? You wanted to show that, look, Xbox has some very unique games that you could only get on Xbox and on no other console. And so, yeah, it's a great overview. Also looks great on the wall if you just fold it up. It's a great little poster. Yeah, I remember seeing this flyer everywhere. That's every game store had these, and some of the Xbox kiosks had these little holders where they were also, you know, stuffing these flyers into them. So great collectible. And that's it for today. Thanks for watching.